How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. In a bit of a lull right now work-wise. It's spring, so spring breakup's right around the corner. Weather's getting warmer, so around this time things always kind of settle down for a month or two here. So, but there's things on the horizon, and so that's good. I'm at my buddy's shop here today, just doing a little project. Just been doing a little bit of work for him in the meantime to fill in between things. So I've been doing actually a bunch of projects for him. I've just haven't been diligent on filming it. So all we got to do is got to take this. So this is a pole. This is ground up rubber. What they do is they make that rubber matting for playgrounds. So it's just a pole for their machine. I don't know if it's something to process the rubber if it grinds it up or whatever it does. So this is just a pole for that, and they're concerned about this. I asked them if they're concerned about this bend, and they were not. And I said it would have been way easier just to build a whole new piece, but I couldn't find a piece of pipe on hand here, so we're just going to reuse this one because I don't want to buy a new piece of pipe. So I got this 3/4 inch hot rolled here. We're just going to bend it around there, cut that off, weld that on, and that's it. I turned on the torch here to realize that their acetylene bottle was empty. Looked all around the shop, can't find another acetylene bottle. Went out to my rig, and my bottle is pretty well empty too. So hopefully we can get this bent in time, or else we're running for acetylene. So we got that's max acetylene. Not good. Did you get it? Come on, baby. Get up. I think we're dead in the water here. So this place, buddy, he just purchased it a little while back, but he's actually gone away on a trip right now, but he works full-time somewhere else. So he really hasn't had time to go through this. He bought it from an old guy that retired, so we're just kind of running what he got. So that's why there's so much clutter everywhere, and turned on this hose, and I hear air leaking, and he just wrapped black tape around the oxygen hose. So like, I think the old guy was just kind of running things out to the limit before he retired. So there's a lot to do around here, so just gotta work with what it is. I think I'm gonna have to go on a mission for some acetylene. Well, before I waste half the day getting acetylene, let's try with the good old cutting attachment and hope for the best. I don't know, this time I just tacked it on this side, not the top. So I can heat this up and hopefully not screw this pipe up. And treat it like an anvil and beat it down and get it nice, whoop, nice and round. Alright, success. Whew. Try and see if we can get some of this rubber removed. Just like that. It's going to be a treat welding on this with all that rubber inside. But that's just as simple as that. Alright, so just zip that old ring off here. Before I cut it off, I simply just put a soapstone mark on each side about where the center of this is, but then I realized you could just leave a bit of the weld to locate this, and she just fits on there beautifully. So I'm just going to slide her on and tack it up. Pretty easy and awesome. 3 7/8. Okay. Handy. There we go, tacked on. Looking pretty decent, I'd say. You know? Cool. That's it. Weld it up and send it out. Okay, I lied. I didn't love the way it was setting, so I cut the tacks and readjusted it so this side was more centered on the welds and centered on my marks. Because you're going to want that clocked pretty properly with that hole back there, or else I'm giving them a lot of grief when they're trying to hook it over a trailer ball. There we go. Now we can weld her out. It's a little crooked, but too late. Okay. Knock off some BBs. Send her out. Bam! Magnificent. That's it. Alright, before I take off for the day, set up here to weld a couple pipes. There's a job firing up near my house. So the next couple of weeks here, they're prefabbing a whole bunch of piping for a biofuel plant. So I know the guy's running the job. I might get on the job, I might not, I don't know. It's one of those in the shop, pipe fab, crack the whip. If you're not putting out inches per day, you're out of there kind of thing. So a little intimidating. All x-ray welds. So, but in the chance I do get on that job, I want to be ready. So the past couple of days now, I've been making sure I chuck up and do at least 2 welds every day for practice. So not quite dialed in yet, but I'm getting there. They're doing anything from like, looks like 1/2 inch or like maybe 3/4 inch socket welds up to 8 inch spools, all sorts of pipes. Right, rolling them all out in the shop, and then it's a huge field install, and I'm hoping to get onto the field install when the time comes. So with that being said, I'm just trying to prepare myself, so I'm gonna roll up 2 welds here real quick and be on my way. Well, I got the fit up and the roots dialed. I run right there, first gear 20 for my root, and then adjust if I have to, but usually don't. And then my cap, I don't know, probably somewhere around there. So I'll just slam it up, tack it, cut a zip disc gap, and let her rip now. So the roots are dialed. Got the fit up in the roots, so you can just drag it in there. You know, it's pretty heavy. So try to clean it up a tiny bit with a file there, but you can see that root. Those roots are in there, no question of a doubt. Maybe almost a bit too much. So, but the cap, you'll see this cap looks a bit different than this cap because I'm screwing around with the hot pass. It'd be nice if I could just root and cap, but I'm pretty sure you need a hot pass. You need a root, hot pass, cap. So little squiggly, massive undercut there from my crater, but you know, not showing you that I'm a pro at welding pipe. I'm just telling you that I'm practicing. So there's my 2 welds for the day. Cap's squiggly, roots dialed, and right on. I think I could have been a bit hotter on that cap. That's a 532, that's the stuff I've been trying. But I ran quite a bit hotter on this cap yesterday, and it laid in there a lot nicer. See that? So yeah, gotta get that hot pass and cap dialed in. I think if I just ran a bit hotter on that, she would have laid in nice and slick. So there you go, not a bad little morning. Did a little weld repair, ripped off 2 practice pipe welds, and it's investing in yourself is worth everything. Just a little bit every day. Just okay, I'm going to do practice 2 welds a day, you know. And now we've got the root dialed, and now I just got to work on those hot passes and caps. And it goes a long ways, you know. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't invest in yourself, right? Invest time in yourself, invest education, you know, equipment, whatever it takes to get to where you want to be. You got to do it. It's basically imperative. So, you know, if I do end up taking that job, I want to go in telling them like, hey, I'm not like no old pro pipe welder here, but I also don't want to look like an idiot and you know, have no idea what I'm doing. I got to walk in there with a certain amount of confidence and bang shit out and meet the minimum. So I don't know, you know, no such thing as too much practice. Never hurt a guy. Old Big Blue, rusty. Got to get that painted. Look at that, man. I think it's a 2011. Wow. Okay. Talk to you later, guys. Over and out.